started, breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Take me home, cause I wanna feel like I belong. They relate to all this pain in my past, so they listen to my song. So let's go back to where it began and where it all started from. Take this chance, one last dance, cause I've been waiting way too long. Take my hand, I wanna show you something. Promise I've been dying to see ya. They say the grass ain't always greener. I guess what they're saying is true. In my dreams, that's where I seen her. Take my heart and take all of me, girl. Let me show you what I wanna do. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Are you listening, darling? Look where we started, breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started, breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Yeah, where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started, breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here?
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. So, of course, my name is AJ, one of the mentors here at Bit Trading, and today we are going to run through the Bitcoin technical analysis. We're going to take a look at what is going on. We're going to take a look at what I'm looking for in the markets, the next trades I'm looking for. All of the juicy stuff, of course. I will try and keep it a little bit shorter today because I understand, there's nothing that has really changed, right? There's some things that we will talk about, of course, but nothing much has really changed. So I'll keep it short. I'll keep it straight to the point, and I'll keep it focused on, what we need to be looking for next and what we need to see to then take action on, right? Because that's ultimately the goal, right? We have our key levels. This is what I like to do. I'm not taking random trades here, right? I'm not taking random trades. I'm not randomly waking up one day and thinking to myself, today I'm going to take a trade, and today that trade will be a long trade. Absolutely not. That is the complete wrong way to be viewing trading. That is the complete wrong way to become successful in trading, because you cannot become successful in trading, in that way. Okay, there is no way that you can do that, right? For me, right, and of course I can only speak for myself and what has worked for me. But for me, okay, what has worked is planning out those scenarios, planning out those trades, waiting patiently. Okay, sometimes you may have to wait longer than others. Okay, but waiting patiently for those key levels, right? To then, in fact, take the trade if the trade presents itself to you, of course, at that level, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing now, and of course, that's exactly what we will talk about, right? But yeah, before we get into that, please do make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Helps me out, helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring this content to you. I will pull the chat up as well so that I can see as comments are coming in the time, because I always forget to bring that chat up. So enough of that. Let's jump into it. Let's take a look at what is going on, right? So of course, Bitcoin is still very much having a nice move towards the upside, right? Bitcoin is having another move towards the upside, as you can see over the course of today. We are now continuing this bullish market structure, right? We are continuing this bullish market structure. And basically going back to what has happened the three prior times, right? Where we had bullish structure for the short trade, which broke into bearish structure for the new low, bullish structure for the short trade, right, which broke to bearish structure for a new low. Okay, and then of course bullish structure for the short trade, okay, for bearish structure for the new low. Okay, we've seen this three times before, right? And now this is possibly what we were going to see for the fourth time, right? We had bullish structure, we had the short trade, okay, we had bearish structure, right? We were looking for the new low, right? However, things have now changed. Okay, things have now changed where this bearish structure, right? This bearish structure has actually now been broken. Okay, so we're not actually targeting a new low anymore. Okay, that bearish structure has been broken. We're now actually looking for we are actually now looking at bullish structure. Okay, we are now looking at bullish structure. Okay, and now the tables have turned, right? Instead of looking for a new low, okay, what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for a new high, right? Why are we looking for a new high? Well, we're looking for a new high because Bitcoin is actually starting to form bullish structure. Okay, this is a start of higher time frame bullish structure. Yes, okay, we're looking at this as like lower term time frame bullish structure, lower term time frame bearish structure, like more lower time medium time frame bullish structure here. Okay, but what we're starting to actually do here, okay, is of course form larger time frame bullish structure, right? How do we know this? Okay, well, we know this because price is forming higher lows here. Okay, we've had lots of strong confluence for a long trade here. Okay, and we are now getting a move up. Okay, a nice bullish move towards the upside. Okay, and now what can we be looking for? Well, we can of course be looking for a new high to be put in. Okay, above $65,000, right? Above $65,000. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm targeting at this moment in time, right? $65,000 approximately. Okay, well, above $65,000. Okay, why am I looking for that? Well, because Bitcoin is in bullish structure here, right? Bitcoin is in bullish structure, whilst at the same time, I just realized I've deleted some analysis here. So yeah, whilst we are doing that, right? Okay, we're also seeing nice, even more bullish absorption, okay, coming in on the chart as well. You can see this morning, right, yesterday and this morning, right, we had really nice bullish absorption coming in, okay, really nice bullish absorption coming in, and we are getting this lovely rise towards the upside, okay, which of course can continue, right, as long as we remain in this bullish structure, right, we can continue, right, to see higher prices here. We can very much continue to see higher prices. And this is why I'm kind of looking for $65,000, right? This is why I'm looking for $65,000. Where, of course, I do have a trade lined up there. Okay, I'm waiting patiently for that level. I do have a trade lined up there. So that is a level of importance to me. Like I told the team just a few moments ago, local bullish market structure is still active. So I believe $65,000 is the most likely target, where, of course, we can look for the short trade. Now, it's not, of course, set in stone that we're going to take a short trade here. Okay, it's not set in stone, but okay, I'm liking the idea of a short trade up here. Okay, if we see everything aligning, if we get the trade entry trigger, okay, of course, I'm going to take the short trade there. But if we do not see what I like to see, if we do not get that trade entry trigger, okay, then we can initially just be targeting higher prices, right? We can be targeting higher prices. So for me, okay, it's patience, right? Like I said at the start, okay, sometimes, okay, you have to be more patient for trades than other trades. Okay, you do have to be more patient for some trades than other trades. Okay, some trades may come very quickly. Okay, other trades may come very slowly, right? And of course, ever since we entered into the short trade, okay, I haven't taken a trade since. Yes, okay, there's been a long trade from here. Okay, there has been a long trade from here. Unfortunately, I was asleep. Okay, so I couldn't take that long trade. Okay, meaning that I'm now waiting for a longer period of time for a trade, right? Because unfortunately, I've missed a trade, right? It's fine. We all have to sleep at some point, right? So for me, okay, I'm having to wait a little bit more. I'm having to be a little bit more patient and wait a little bit longer because, of course, I didn't manage to get the long trade in from here. Okay, if I got the long trade from here, okay, fine, that would have been amazing, right? Of course, I'd still be looking for this, but I wouldn't have to be as patient, okay, because I, of course, would be taking advantage of the rise, okay, because I would have been in that long trade, right? But now, okay, like I said, I haven't taken that long trade. I missed that long trade. Okay, so I'm having to wait a little bit more. Okay, I'm having to be a little bit more patient. Okay, but I know at some point that trade is going to come, right? Whether that be the short trade from here, okay, or a short trade from higher prices, wherever that may be. Okay, I don't know where it's going to be. Okay, I have to, wait patiently for the trade entry trigger. When I see the trade entry trigger, I take it. Okay, so I don't know where it's going to be, but I know, okay, that there is going to be a trade at some point. Okay, I do know that. So it is just waiting patiently. Okay, the first key level is $65,000. I would like to see lots of long trades opening up. Okay, for price to then start to pull back. Okay, for a bit of a failed auction or a swing failure pattern, whatever it may be. Okay, for then price to, of course, pull back a little bit further, right? And get that big long squeeze, right? So yeah, for me, it's just waiting patiently for $65,000. That's the next target that I have, right? 65K is that like next target that I do have. We do have resistance up there as well. Okay, so we've got, of course, got liquidity up there, right? Prices drawn to liquidity a lot of the time, right? We do have resistance up at that level as well. So $66,325. We've got a daily naked point of control, and a little bit higher, we have a monthly naked point of control at 67,300. Okay, so there is resistance there, right? So we could come into this resistance. We could get a bit of a pullback, right? Of course, lots of trap longs at the high, right? Price pulls back. We form the failed auction or swing failure pattern, whatever it may be. Okay, and then we start to see lots of these long trades begin to cover, right? Of course, we would have entered into that short trade, okay, and we would be looking for lower prices, right? That's the short trade that I'm looking for. Okay, of course, I need everything to align. So I need the trap traders, right? I need us to tap this resistance. Okay, I'd preferably like us to tap that naked point of control. Okay, at least one of them. I then want to see that trade entry trigger, which is the swing failure pattern failed auction, right? Whatever that may be, I want to see that trade entry trigger for that final bit of confirmation, of course, to enter a final bit of confirmation, confluence to enter, of course, into that short trade, right? And then remember what I was saying yesterday, right? If you watched yesterday, okay? Recently, okay, we've been holding the short trades open for longer and the short trades open for a shorter period of time. Why? Because Bitcoin has been in bearish market structure. Okay, but if we're going to start to form higher time frame bullish market structure, this is when we change. We have to flip that a little bit, right? We're now looking to keep the longs open for longer and the shorts open for shorter. Okay, so we're looking for this short to pull back, but what we have to remember, okay, is price is possibly going to be forming bullish markets, bullish CVD, okay, and absorption. Okay, we're also looking at higher lows, okay, possibly, right, and we're also looking, of course, at higher highs. Okay, so we're now looking at this as larger bullish market structure. Okay, so of course you would want to be looking for a long trade here. Okay, there is confluence for a long trade there. We got a naked point of control. We got a GP 786. We may get absorption there, right? So there is an argument for a long trade there. There is an argument. Of course, we have to see everything aligning, but there is an argument that we can possibly see a long trade from there. Okay, so we're of course looking for price to pull back, right? Taking some profits there, okay, looking for that long trade to take that higher. And then remember, right, exactly like we've been shorting this bearish market structure, trading this bearish market structure, okay, we're doing the exact same thing here. Of course, if it plays out, we're going to be doing the exact same thing, but just in the reverse. Okay, literally just in the reverse. Okay, so for me, right, it is patience, right? Let's see what plays out. We could just dump from here. Okay, we could. Right? Do I think that's likely? No. Okay, I think the most likely scenario is $65,000 at this moment in time, right? Of course, yeah, things can change, right? At this moment in time, though, I don't see anything particularly bearish, right? I just see more bullishness in the market here than any signs of bearishness. Okay, so it is just looking for $65,000, where of course we do have that possible short trade, right? So it is just patience. Remain patient, okay? This is a big issue a lot of traders have. They're not patient enough. If you're not patient enough, you enter into silly trades, you enter into lower quality trades, you consistently get wrecked, okay? This is what I've learned over the years. Remain patient, wait for your key levels, okay? Even if you have, right? Even if our levels, right? Mine and your levels, okay? If they're not the same, okay? Still, right? Just remain patient for your levels and the levels that you believe are key levels, okay? Wait patiently for them. Don't make up an argument to enter into a long trade or a short trade at a random price. Okay, of course, right. If it aligns with trades that you take, because statistically those are high probability trades, then great, right? Take that trade, right? But if you're just entering into a trade for the sake of it, absolutely not the one. Just not the one, really. I can see some comments have come in. Damien, good to see you back, my friend. Have you I've taken small profits on the original short from 60k and got stopped out at entry, but the original cipher from 52,800 from the 786 hit to the dollar. Yes. So yeah, I mentioned that at the start, that bullish CVD, of course. So yeah, what Damien is referring to here is this. So yeah, this is what we looked at the start, of course. So this morning, right, of course, we were getting some really nice bullish CVD coming. Well, to be honest with you, yeah. When did this happen? Yeah, so it's like yesterday and this morning, right? We were starting to see this bullish CVD, this bullish absorption occur. Again, of course, we are getting this very nice rise towards the upside, right? We're getting this very nice rise towards the upside. So, of course, that is really, really nice to see. So, I did spot that. Again, it's like I've not traded this. I mean, there could have been an argument, I guess, for a long trade off of here. I guess there could have been, like, yeah, if you pull a bit of a where are we here? If you pull a bit of a fib, maybe we've got the GP lining up. Let's see. Yeah, we tapped the GP to the dollar. We tapped the 618 to the dollar. So I mean, yeah, there's a bit of an argument that okay, if that's in your playbook, right, whatever you want to call it, if that's in your strategy, then yeah, that's a nice long trade off of there. For me, yeah, like that lines up because I only look at fib levels when they line up with absorption, when they line up with bullish or bearish CVD, whatever it may be. So yeah, that would have lined up for me. I personally didn't take it. It's not like a key level for me. So yeah, I've spotted that, and it's nice. It's not something. It's nice to be aware of it. It's not something I can really take advantage of, to be honest with you, just because it's not really in my playbook, in my strategies, right? Didn't really. There was only two bits of confluence that I tend to look for three. But yeah, well spotted there, Damien. Was definitely bullish CVD there. Final target 65k on the cipher. So yeah, that lines up, of course, with the target that I've got as well. Just more confluence, right? Looking for that 65k level. Liquidity prices usually drawn to liquidity. I'm lining up a short at 67k. A lot of confluence at that level. I agree. I 100% agree with you. 67. I'd say yeah, between like 67 and 65. Can't really put an exact number on it for myself. Yeah, just kind of have to view it as a bit of a zone. But yeah, lovely confluence at that area. Gutted. If I was awake at 52,800, hit to the dollar on that cipher 786. So that was at down here, because I remember you putting that in the chat as well. I remember you putting that. What we're doing here. I remember you that some more stuff to look at as well. So yeah, I remember that hit to the dollar. So that was absolutely amazing to see. Of course, you were looking at a weekly there as well. So yeah, the confluence there was, of course, good. So yeah, that was absolutely amazing to see. And of course, I can see you're looking at now a bearish shark here. So that is around the 67, just below $67,000. So yeah, that's of course nice to see the confluence lining up there. I can see you've got some short trades planned from there. So yeah, we do have. You've got a POC here as well. I haven't actually pulled, to be honest with you, the POC. Pulled the fixed range. Let's just not that one here. Let's just update it a little bit, and let's just see where this from the entire range. You're look. I can see you're looking at it on a lower time frame, but I just want to see. Oh, sorry, no, it's the same, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so you're looking at it here, 67, right? So yeah, we got the POC at $67,000. Of course, we've got the naked points of control up there as well. Okay, yeah, almost slap bang in the middle of those naked points of control. Yeah, I love the confluence up there. So yeah, it's kind of just that zone, really, isn't it? That looks really, really nice for a short trade. Of course, I want to see the order flow lining up. So yeah, we've got resistance here, and this is how a lot of traders look at taking trades, right? They see support, they see resistance, they take trades off of it. But yeah, it's not a bad way to do it, because initially, that's kind of how I'm trading at the same time as well. But right, I have the added confluence of the order flow, right? Which tells me what traders are doing, where traders are trapped, where traders are getting wrecked, all of those things, which just adds that extra layer, that different type of gravy, if you like to, if you want to put it that way, right? That different gravy. It's just, yeah, it just really, really gives you that amazing confluence, the order flow does. So yeah, it's not like I'm looking at anything really majorly different on TradingView, right? I'm looking at yeah, okay, my levels, how I choose my levels are different to other people and other traders, right? But okay, they're initially just levels, okay, that I have found from however I find them, right? Of course, naked points of control. I'm looking at order flow, and I'm getting them off of these naked point of control templates, right? They're giving me the naked points of control off of the daily, the weekly, the monthly, whatever it may be. And then, I'm just marking them on the chart, right? People, this is for me just resistance or support, whatever it may be. Okay. And then, of course, people look at resistances and supports in different types of way. Other people look at it as like maybe 4 touches, okay, on a level, and that's a resistance level for them, or a support level, whatever it may be. Okay, and initially, right, that's what we're looking at here. We're just looking at resistance. This is just resistance here, a resistance zone, whatever you want to call it, right? But right, I'm not just frantically entering into a short trade here. Of course, yeah, that's an aggressive approach. But, I'm waiting for traders to get on the wrong side of the market, because when they're on the wrong side of the market, they're going to get wrecked. And I take advantage of those traders getting wrecked. Sounds horrible. It is. But you got to be selfish in these markets, right? And of course, that's what we take advantage of here. We take advantage of all the sheep, right? All the sheep getting wrecked in this market. So yeah, exactly, right? That pivot point on the GP is perfect at 56. Yes. So yeah, 50. So yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about that bit of a pullback there. Yeah, that was really nice to see, and it lines up with absorption. Yeah, didn't actually take that myself, but yeah, I mean, for someone who likes to look for 2 bits of confluence, in my opinion, I don't. But if you look for 2 bits of confluence, then there was a trade from there, right? Eric, good to see you back, my friend. How are you, my friend? Are you using Hydroblock Capital? I am not, and I've never heard of them, to be perfectly honest with you. Let me just have a look at what that is. Hyblock Capital. Crypto analysis and trading tools. Oh, okay. So yeah, all right. I know what it is. I've never used it personally. I've never ever used it, but I do. I don't know anyone personally that uses it. I don't know anyone personally that says they use it, but I do know of people who do use it. And I mean, it does give you a lot of information, and I've never looked into it. Maybe I should look into it, right? But yeah, how I see it is it's a lot better for more investing rather than trading. That's again, that's just me looking on an outsider's perspective. Um, so yeah, I know it gives you lots of liquidity levels, which is always good. You know, it tells you where the liquidity is. But yeah, I understand it is well respected by um, people that I respect that I do not know. Okay, we don't know each other, but again, like I said, I've never personally used it, and the people that I am in contact with, who we're in the same industry, we do the same thing. Yeah, they have. They've never told me that they use it, so I'm guessing that they don't use it. So yeah, I can't really comment too much on it, but yeah, I do understand that there are some people out there that I do respect. We don't know each other, okay? I just know of them, but they do use it. So yeah, maybe it says explore for free. It does say explore for free here, so yeah, maybe I'll have to have a look into it and just have a little play around with it. But yeah, again, like I said, I do not use it. Tools to see where most liquidity is. Yeah, again, yeah, it's a simpler way of looking at it, really. But yeah, again, like you don't need um, you don't really need all of that to look for liquidity. Of course, it helps. It does help, but liquidity is quite liquidity is common sense, right? Finding liquidity is more common sense, right? Liquidity is at a major pivotal high or a major pivotal low. That's it, right? That's where liquidity is. You don't necessarily, of course, you can find it. You can find it in, like Damien said, you can find it in Atas, you can find it in Exo, right? You can look for it in there, right? Um, but it doesn't show you. It doesn't show you like the broader liquidity, like on all of the exchanges, of course. And that's probably where this comes in and maybe combines it all together for you. But again, liquidity is a very straightforward thing to understand, right? Liquidity is very simple. Okay, it is a major pivotal high or a major pivotal low. That is liquidity. That's where it's rested. Why? Okay, because it's proven time and time again. You just do again the sheep, right? Like we talk about a lot. The sheep, they do the same thing every single time. Okay, and that's why liquidity, you don't really need to look for it. You just know it's there. So yeah, I've never, maybe in the future, right? Maybe I don't know. Okay, I don't know how this market's going to adapt, right? And of course, I'm going to have to adapt to that, right? But yeah, for the past 2 years, and for at least the next year and 2 years, I know, okay, that liquidity is just always going to rest at a major pivotal high and a major pivotal low. So it's not like I need anything to show me where the liquidity rests. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on that. To be honest with you, yeah, it shows you where most of the liquidity is. Great. That's really really nice, and it can be very very helpful. But yeah, it's just not something that I necessarily need. But I will take a look into it. I will actually have a look into it. I'll see what it's all about. If you draw a decent ascending parallel channel, you see the Magic See Discord. Okay, lines up so well at 67K. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. So that okay, that's lining up, of course, with again what I've been saying. I haven't viewed it in that way, but that's a good way to view it. To be fair, Damien. Yeah, bullish market structure, right? Of course, it is an ascending parallel channel. Yeah, more confluence at the level. In my opinion, we would have to come up very quickly if we want it to line up with 67,000. Yeah, it depends how quick this move happens, right? because then you're looking at it coming to like maybe close to 71,000, 72,000. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. But yeah, it's nice to be aware of it, right? That's exactly what we could be forming. Exactly what we could be forming. The channel we are testing, the mid-range, nice to see. Yeah, so yeah, mid-range, as we always see, mid-range is resistance, right? Mid-range is support. Whatever price is doing, are we coming up into resistance, or are we coming down into into the support, right? It is just resistance and support. So yeah, that's of course a reason why price is possibly stalling at the level that we're at now. So yeah, it is always resistance. Love the respect. Yeah, it's always nice to see it being respect. Yeah, 70k depending on the speed of the candle. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't get too attached to the idea of an ascending parallel channel. It's nice to see that. Okay. I wouldn't get too attached to the idea just because it doesn't necessarily line up perfectly with the level we're kind of interesting, or the zone we're kind of interesting in shorting. Like I said, it would have to be a very quick move up from here for then the short trade for it to kind of all line up. But if we're going to continue to like slowly grind up, then that's where the target of it gets a little bit too far stretched. Okay. And I personally would again be looking for the short trade still, even, no matter how long it takes us to get here, I'd still be looking for that short of 65,000. Well, I say $65,000, like above $65,000 to $67,000. That's kind of how I'd be looking at it, right? So yeah, I'd still, no matter how long it takes. Okay, right. If we're, just consolidating for time and time here, right? Maybe I consider that as a less important level. Maybe we just see price shoot up, or maybe we just see price pull back. But right, talking and how the trend is playing out at this moment in time, where we're just kind of slowly grinding up here. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in that, to be honest with you. So I'm still interested in that level. But yeah, like I said, it's not, let's not get too attached to that idea, just because it would have to be a very quick move up here. But it is nice to be aware of it. It's really nice to be aware of it. And I mean, yeah, we could, to be honest with you, we could come up to 70k and we could meet it at 70k. We've got liquidity resting up here. We've got resistance up here with a value area high. That would line up, of course. Let's just draw this out on the chart quickly. So, yeah, that I would be looking at that as, okay, we've got liquidity up here, we've got resistance up here with the value area high, and then we've got the top of the range, right? That's how I'd be looking at it, to be perfectly honest with you. That's how I'd be looking for it, for a short trade up there. Okay, I would be using it for that. That's probably the preferred way I'd look at it. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily view it for this first short trade that I'm looking at. But yeah, it's nice. I didn't think of it like that. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. That's something nice to be aware of. Of course, like in any scenario, like trading channels is probably my favorite thing to trade. Out of, like, of course, what would you call it? Do you call it a pattern? I guess it is a pattern, right? But parallel channels are just my favorite thing to trade, especially like sideways consolidation parallel channels, right? Rather than ascending or descending parallel channels. Absolutely love just parallel channels. Okay, those are my favorite things to trade, because then you pull a fixed range, right? And then of course you're just looking for liquidity at the highs and liquidity at the lows to be taken. So yeah, again, even ascending parallel channels and descending parallel channels, they're really lovely things to trade as well. That's that's what we've been trading. That's what we've been trading for months and months and months now. It is literally just a descending parallel channel. That's all it is. But yeah, I think I will leave that there. Like I said at the start, I'm going to keep it a little bit shorter today because nothing is really happening, really, is it? We're getting a move up. Great, right? Let's see further. Let's get to 65K for that possible short trade, of course, if we see everything aligning. So yeah, I will leave that there. I will keep that short. Yeah, of course, visionary members, I will see you in the Discord. Yeah, hopefully we can see some movement. Hopefully we can get to our key levels. But remember, patience is key. Patience, patience, patience. Let's wait for the key levels. Take the trades from the key levels. So yeah, if you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button. And yeah, I will, of course, see any visionary members in the Discord. If you want access to that, first link in the description. Free Discord is the second link. But yeah, if you're not a visionary member, I will see you. I will see you in the next live stream tomorrow. And yeah, Damien, like Damien said, hit the likes. Thank you very much for that. Always good to see you back, my friend. And Eric, always good to see you here, my friend, as well. So yeah, take care, guys. I will see you. Yeah, I will see you very, very soon. Have a lovely rest of your day and see you later. Goodbye.
Take me